Do, 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 do. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. My apologies for not doing a morning note yesterday. I had the landscaping team or landscaping people come by and redo the front of my lawn, and I think they hit the line for the internet. So I had Spectrum come in yesterday and they fixed it. So thank you to Spectrum. We're back up online. I had to kind of do everything on the phone. I have AT&T service on my phone, and I didn't get the best reception here, like maybe 2 bars on my phone in the house. It was enough to close a couple of trades that I had open yesterday that we got in profit. But other than that, I really didn't get to do much. It was just difficult to chart. Couldn't do much. So no internet. That's what happens. But I'm glad to be back. Hope you didn't miss us too much. I'm kidding. You probably guys didn't even notice. It's a joke. And we're ready to rock at it. Ready to rock back at it. Excuse me. So it is Wednesday, May 26, 2021. Welcome aboard. Before we begin, make sure to click bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo. Click on that. Subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, and turn on notifications. I have a special guest coming this weekend. My CFO, Jonathan, will be swinging by for the weekend just to hang out with his kids, and we may just do like a theme park or something here in Central Florida. Probably go to Orlando or something. But I'm gonna ask him some really cool crypto questions. So what I'm gonna do is do an interview with him. It's gonna be recorded, and we'll put it on YouTube. Again, we're just gonna talk some crypto. This is his thing. He loves crypto. He's been in crypto. He told me about crypto back in 2015, way back. But he's been trading it, and he's been in it for a while now. And definitely want to hear his insights on where the crypto market's going, what he thinks about all the headlines, the recent flush, the bounce, his price targets, different coins. I'm going to ask him like a rapid fire crypto coin session and kind of see where he's at. And it'd be fun. It'd be fun. We're going to do that this weekend. I'll get that recorded. I'll post it on the site, and should be a good watch. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and talk about the market. Dow futures up 63 points off the highs. NASDAQ up 45, S&P up 10, Russell up 10, 2215. We'll go here and look at crypto here in a second. Crude oil futures are down 1% after their API report yesterday. Remember, 10:30 every Wednesday is the crude oil inventories by the Department of Energy. Gold futures are up about 0.51% off their highs as well, 19.10 an ounce. Silver futures 28.16, 0.37%. Euro dollar for my Forex people down 28 pips, 122.20. Dollar yen up 19 pips, 108.94. I don't trade Forex anymore, but that was the first beginning of me trading was day trading was Forex. So it has a small place in my heart, obviously. But again, I just like to report it once in a while. Again, I kind of like to see where the market's going to, but I don't trade it now. Dollar index is up about 0.27%, still hovering around that 90 level, and the VIX is down about 1.80% at 18.5. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some pre-market movers and see where we're going, and then I'll go over crypto here in a second. AMC looks like, again, kind of back to the Reddit names. AMC is up 8.17%. GME soared yesterday that I saw. Our masterclass students caught GameStop with Josh. They had a really nice day yesterday, the masterclass students. I really couldn't do much, obviously, with my internet being down, and then the teachers were teaching as well. Let's take a look at the Dow. Apple is green, slightly 0.26%. Apple up 0.21%. Boeing up about 0.5%. We'll take a look at Boeing today. Nike's up 0.54%. I own shares in that. Ford is up 1.87%. Carnival's up 1.29%. Norwegian, kind of the reopening names. We talked about this, 2.19%. And Tesla's up about 0.5%. So interesting enough, there's something that I definitely want you guys to take a look at is treasury yields. Very, very key. And then we'll get into crypto. My apologies. 10-year treasury yields down 44 basis points just yesterday, 1.564. I don't know if that's the current rate. So let's take a look at the current rate on CNBC. 10-year bond yields, I don't have access to that on Thinkorswim. So 1.567 is up 3 basis points right now on the US 10-year. So why is that important? We talked about yields before on the podcast. I haven't done a podcast in a while, but if you want to take a look at TLT, TLT is the bond ETF, the 20-year bond ETF. It's a great proxy to take a look at bonds. So with bonds here, you can see a resistance right here, right around 140.58. So if this chart is basically the fact that if you believe yields will go down, because yields and prices move inverse from each other, opposite. So if bond yields go down, bond prices go up. Bond prices go down, yields go up. So again, bond prices are going up, as you can see in this chart. I'm going to go and expand it. That's going up, right? So what does that mean? Bond yields are going down. Right now we're at 139.49. We're off the highs. 140.58 should be your level to watch. Why? I have traded TLT before and I've done very well with it. So again, you can get out of that base, 140.58. Once we do that, 142.58 is your 100-day moving average on the daily. We're still within this range. Again, is it extremely bullish on that when bond yields are down? Yeah, absolutely. Of course, it's going to be helpful for growth names, the tech names that took a hit since February, right? Those growth names, the great rotation. We talked about banks. Now you're starting to see a little bit unwind now. Again, starting to see the bounce on bonds, bond prices. So when bond prices are up again, yields are down. What do you want to rotate out of? Energy you want to rotate out of? Banks you want to rotate out of? The value names. Again, they've done amazing. Don't get me wrong. We've made some good money on those names. But start looking at unwindings or taking those profits. Because Q3, based on what I've been seeing, we're going to get a nice bounce on all the growth names. And I think we're starting to see it slightly. Look at the names yesterday that gained. The NASDAQ has been holding up. Again, TLT, look at that TLT level. 140.58, I would target 142.58. If we get above 145, the NASDAQ should be at least at 14,000. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ. And you can see 13,816 is my level. We break that, we're going to get to 14,000. That's when you start making decisions. Above 14,000, the only thing you can really target is 14.5 for a trade for long. If you start breaking above 14.5, I would not go long on NASDAQ futures. I'd kind of just stick with what's working. Again, you could top out a little bit, but again, all we are, guys, is back to this channel. That's all we've done. We're getting back to the channel. We broke below it twice. It reverted back to it. But other than that, I think Q3 is where we start getting growth, getting the love again. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, DraftKings, Space, or whatever you want to call it, Virgin Galactic, all the names that did very well, the hyper growth names, because when interest rates are down, hyper growth is the name of the game. That's what everyone wants. Again, if bond yields are down, why would you buy bonds? It doesn't make any sense, right? Unless you're trying to park cash, which is fine. So again, dividend stocks will not be as something that people would want, obviously, but kind of giving you the roadmap. Q3 is where I expect tech to bounce. And of course, what will bounce with it? Yes, crypto, because crypto is a risk on asset. Here's something I noticed yesterday when I was looking at my phone and I was looking at bond yields. As just pretty much all I could do. I can't really chart on my phone. It's not the best. But looking at bond yields. So if we're in an inflationary environment that everyone has been harping about, hyperinflation, massive inflation, you pretty much heard that. If that's the case, why are bond yields going down? If you believe hyperinflation or any kind of inflation is coming, okay, then you wouldn't buy bonds. You'd be selling it because you expect rates to go up. Your dollar is going to get weaker. That means your yield on your bonds are going to be less in the future. You wouldn't want to plunk down 30 for a 20-year bond, 10-year bond, 30-year bond if inflation is going up, because inflation goes up. In order to curb inflation, in order for the market to kind of stabilize, interest rates have to go up. When interest rates go up, that means scarcity of dollars, scarcity of money is coming into effect. There's more scarcity. It's very important that you guys understand that fact, that scarcity is the key. That's why Bitcoin is priced the way it is. That's why bonds are priced the way it is. That's why all the stocks are priced the way it is. What we had in the last couple of months is a flood of IPOs. Coinbase, I think there was some other company. I can't think of the top of my head. Some Roblox and some other IPOs that came out. A lot of new supply of stock. That's what came out. And again, you still have a finite amount of money out there. Is there massive amounts of liquidity? Yes, but there's a lot of liquidity still sitting in cash. Maybe the money is not flowing as of yet. This is why I'm still bullish on the market. That's why I still say 4,400 S&P by August. 4,400 S&P by August is my call, meaning August 30th, end of August. So that's my call still. Again, Bond yields going down is a very key factor. That tells me that risk is off. That tells me that interest rates are going down. That tells me that inflation fears are down. That tells me that growth is going to get love. That's all it is. And again, you can see how gold is going, 1907. Let's take a look at gold real quick, and then we're going to go over crypto again, and I'll answer some questions. But I really want to make this point. Gold is moving, yes. Why? Take a look at it. Nice breakout of this channel. Does that mean we should get in right now? I mean, we can. You can always target 1979. It'll be a long swing trade when it comes to gold futures. So let's go ahead and take a look at GLD. I don't love GLD, but again, it's something to watch. I've traded it before, made money before. A couple of trend lines. Let's go ahead and build it here. And you can see if I go ahead and do this like this, you can see a nice break of the actual trend line or the actual channel. So I can go by this gap here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Again, kind of quick. You can see not well-defined channel, kind of a lower shaped megaphone, if you will. And you can see a nice clean break. Let's take a look at the 180s, possible longer term expiry. GLD on the same week isn't the best. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I've noticed when I trade that same week GLD doesn't move as much. The premiums are very slow. It's a completely different world from like a Tesla or an Apple, just a heads up. But again, something to look. Again, you could see the chart. It's a nice breakout. Take a look at the 180s on GLD. Keep an eye on that volume. I think I like it here. Bonds are going down. Bond yields are going down. The dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar is breaking down. So again, what we have is a ton of supply of dollars. Thank you, Fed. But again, the dollar is still worth something. Obviously, you still got to pay your bills. And you can see just a complete breakdown. If we bring it down to 3 years, you can see it's testing the lows, the 3-year lows of 89.20. We're about 70 cents away from that. There is nothing bullish about this chart whatsoever. But again, we expect the dollar to be a little weaker, obviously. That helps commodities. That helps Bitcoin. That helps bonds. That helps growth. Q3, if you have a lot of growth names in your portfolio, maybe too much, let's just say, and then you're not comfortable, Q3, you may get a shot to get out of them. Just a heads up, if you don't want them anymore. But again, if you want to hold them long term, you're going to be pretty happy soon. So again, a lot of tailwinds for this market that I'm noticing. The inflation fears are subsiding. Things are reopening. People are feeling a little confident to go out. That I've noticed traveling is crazy now, which is a great sign. Things are getting back to it. Again, is it perfect? No, but again, things will get better. Let's go ahead and go to crypto. Right now, we did break above the 200-day, which is around 40,000. We were above 40,000. We hit as high as 40,732. We just fell a little bit. We're at 39,664. Completely different from where we were when I did the IG live video. I believe that was on Sunday. If we go exactly to the date, I believe that was the 23rd. That was 23rd right on 10 a.m. We were right around 34,319, and now we're nearly 40. So that's nice. What, a couple percent pop, 12% pop. Let's take a look at it. 39,637 on Bitcoin, Ethereum 2790, Dogecoin 35 cents. I don't own any, don't ask. 176.64 on Cardano. I do own it. XRP 101.87. If you guys want to see my portfolio on crypto, here it is. As always, you can see 143.86 is the total right now. Again, it was a lot higher, obviously, but you can see cost basis, holdings. Polygon has been on fire. I bought it at $1.06. It's at $2.31. I'm holding it. I do think that we could get to $5 by the end of the year. Sure, I'm holding it. Again, I want to put $1,000 in it. Total speculation, not an investment. Just a heads up. But I like it. I'm not going to recommend it to anybody because it's highly speculative, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So just understand that. All right, let's answer some questions here. I know you guys have been waiting. Good morning. Check Apple, please. All right, let's take a look, Eric. Looking at Apple here, guys, there's just nothing. I mean, 128.31 is still my breakout level for Apple. Then I would target this green arrow at 130.43. Until then, you don't do nothing. ETH to add a position. I only add on dips. Again, I have an alert. Right, my alert was 1557. That was a 200-day movement. I believe the 200 DMA on Ethereum. That's my level to wait for. Other than that, I'm not adding. Unless it's dollar cost averaging if you add every week, which I haven't added on it. I thought when meme stocks go up, the other stocks go down. Things change, don't they? Amazon moved with the news. A, it's way too expensive. And B, it's probably priced in. That's all it is. Yeah, they bought MGM. We knew that going in. Have you noticed the volumes are so low in the last week? Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Lowest volume of the year. I put a note on Monday on Instagram. Take a look at it. It said there specifically, we are heading into a long weekend. Again, it's going to be very, very quiet Thursday and Friday. I didn't expect it to be quiet on Tuesday. But again, do not put risk on the table if you don't need to. I don't have any positions open with signal service. We hit 4 for 4. We are done. Futures, we hit it for NASDAQ. Done there. We have one more open, excuse me. Student masterclass students hit 3 for 3. They're pretty much set. So again, we hit everything we could the first couple of days. Memorial Day weekend in my head is kind of like Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of people just want to get the hell out of the office. So lower volumes are coming. If you thought yesterday was bad, it's going to get worse Thursday and Friday. A lot of people are already planning their vacation. They're already planning to get out of here. It's nice when everything is reopening. COVID fears are down. Hospitalizations are down. So Memorial Day, the beaches are going to be packed. People are going to be doing their thing. I love it. God bless America. That's a great, great thing. I definitely want people to have fun. I want them to get out of the house and, of course, boost the economy, right? So looking at that, knowing that we have lower volumes, be very careful what you do. I have a live trading session with our YouTube Premium. If we see something, obviously I'll go ahead and let them know. But more time today, if it's slow, I'm just going to tell them, listen, there's nothing to do here. Then I'll just end it early and then I'll do more next week. I'll just do a makeup one. We've done that before where we had a really slow day and I told them it's going to be a slow day. I think we went 20 minutes in and I said, you know what, guys, we're going to just end this here. And then next week I do 2 sessions and we did it and it worked out. So I don't want to force a trade that doesn't need to be forced. Hold on to your chips. I'm up very nicely for the month of May. Nice green month. It was a very choppy March. April was sideways. February was great. January was okay. So again, think long term. There's no reason to do anything if it's not there. NQ resistance, we talked about that. 14,000 is our first level. But again, looking at NQ, you want to take a look first at 13,816. I don't want you guys to go long here and get run out of gas. Good morning. Do you think Bitcoin will dip once futures contracts expire in the week? No, I believe Bitcoin hit the bottom. I already said it. I said that on Instagram personally. I said, we hit the bottom on Bitcoin. 30,000, I believe 35 on something was the low of the point at the flush. We're not going to get there again. That's it. If you didn't buy there, you're not going to get another shot. I mean, I know I may be wrong, but again, I'm sticking with it. My money's on the line. My ass is on the line. My reputation's on the line. My money's in it. And remember, we called on March last year, the S&P, 2,300. A lot of people said we were crazy, that the world was ending. I submit to you and I say, bring it, because the bottom is in. My call. Let's see. QQQ leaps on your radar? No. Especially with low volume, I wouldn't put leaps on there. No. But I do have some SPY leaps. But that's for July. But I've had that. I'm green on them. Looking at Plug, again, another kind of growthy name. Plug is decent, but again, there's a resistance level right around 2902. I'd wait for that break before I do anything. Expecting NQ to be muted for the head of the weekend. Could be. I mean, right now, seeing futures green-ish. It remains to be seen. I got to see the open. Is it going to break out? It needs to break 29, sure. Facebook today. We hit Facebook this week. Right when we got out, it fell. There is a breakout level. I think Facebook is criminally underpriced, in my opinion. 331.45 is that level to break. If we get it, fine. But again, I would not rush anything. Take your time. Baba and Diz. Love Baba long-term. Love Disney long-term. Baba is criminally underpriced. Horrific price action. But right now, it's hovering on the 100-day. You do nothing here. Nothing to do. Disney, pretty much nothing to do. It's going to recapture that flush from earnings. Obviously, 180 would be decent. I would probably take a look 180 if it breaks 178, possibly. But again, I don't love the setup. I don't want to love the setup before I get into it. BA, break 242 calls. BA, I had an alert above 241.09. I can cancel that now. But the next alert really is 244.21. That's my level to break. If we look at the daily, 244.21, that's right above the 50-day moving average. That's a level I'd watch. Then I'd target possibly 260. But I have to break 244.21 first. How's the portfolio looking? You started with a challenge 10,000. Yeah, we doubled that up within 3 months. That's been done with. We don't have a challenge account anymore. By the way, appreciate morning notes. You're welcome. AMC and GME. Yep, AMC, funny enough, I went on my own and I bought some 22 call strikes. This is months ago, I think in the early of the year, and I bought the 22 call strikes for January 2022. Relatively inexpensive. I'm in them. I'm still red, and that's where we are. But looking at GME, if you're looking at some really high risk, high reward, break 1808 and take a look at the daily. If you're looking at that, 1808 would be right around here. Then you can target the 20s if that's the case. But I wouldn't do it for this week, no. GME and the meme stocks are on fire again. What can we say? You know, GME is now at 233. I still own 5 shares for charity. Until we get to that all-time high, 43, I'm not selling. Again, it's just for charity. So again, I just have 5 shares, not setting the world on fire. But looking at it, 233.78, it's above pre-market. If anyone was holding GME calls, our masterclass students were, they caught that. Again, they can handle higher risk because they have been taught correctly. So again, I just can't send GME signals out and about to everyone else who probably doesn't know what they're doing, or I don't know how they trade. Again, that's just me being careful. And thoughts on A2M? I don't know what A2M is at all. I'm assuming ass to mouth. When I think about it, that's for a different video, am I right? Maybe you're on the wrong website. Any other questions here today? This morning? Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave it there. I got to catch up with our live trading session. Have a great rest of your day. If you want to join our live trading session, we do it every week on Tuesday. And today's Wednesday, obviously I didn't have internet. But again, if you're interested in joining, the website is GARCapitalFX.com. Under trading services, YouTube subscription, sign up with Google, and you're in, ready to rock. It's just me for an hour going over trades. We do trade together, live data and everything. And it's really just small amount of people. I answer everyone's question directly. So yeah, there you go. A2 milk. I don't know what A2 milk is. Uvexi 10-to-1 stock split. How does it affect positions? I wouldn't touch it, to be honest with you. Once you have those kind of stock splits just to kind of prop the price because VIX is down, just be careful with those instruments because of decay in terms of the underlying asset. That's the problem. All right, guys, we'll leave it there, Bob. A2 milk. I don't know what the ticker is, my man. If you can give me the ticker, I can take a look at it. But I got to go and get with the live YouTube members. We'll catch you guys later today for the aftermarket recap. It's great to be back. Felt like it was forever. It was really one day. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, guys. GARCapitalFX.com is the website. We'll catch you later today. Cheers, guys.